Today I'm going to be discussing The Big Bang Theory, Season 2, Episode 11, The Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. This is the first Christmas-themed episode of the series, and it gets this title because Sheldon used bath items to come up with an idea of how he can get Penny a gift of equal value to the one she's planning to give him. The episode starts off with Leonard, Sheldon, Raj, and Howard in the university cafeteria. They are having a debate about Superman and whether or not he can stain his uniform and how he would clean it. They all notice when Dave Underhill comes into the cafeteria. They note that he was the previous year's winner of the MacArthur Genius Grant, so they all take turns trying to take a look at him. He does come over and approach Leonard and says that he would like his help with an experiment. Leonard seems a little starstruck by this and gives Dave all of his contact information, including his parents' phone number. Next we see Raj, Howard, and Sheldon playing Wii Bowling at Leonard and Sheldon's apartment, and Raj notes that Sheldon is having a personal best game with a score of 68. It is worth noting here that this is an exceptional example of how serious they all take their video games. They have made custom-made bowling shirts with their names stitched on them for the purpose of playing a video game version of bowling, which, as it would appear, they're not very good at. Leonard comes in, interrupting Howard's turn, and Howard asks for a do-over, and Sheldon says there are no do-overs. Leonard describes the time he spent with Dave Underhill so far, and it's very clear that Leonard has developed a bit of a man crush on Dave, or as Howard called it, a full bromance. Penny comes in and asks if they're going to be putting up a Christmas tree. And Sheldon, of course, goes into a detailed description of why they won't be, saying that they don't celebrate the pagan ritual of Saturnalia. And with some fun commentary from Howard as him and Raj sit by, he gives Penny a lesson as to how this led to the current tradition that is the Christmas tree. Penny knows that she wanted to give them some wacky neighbor gifts, and Sheldon is very upset by the prospect that Penny is trying to give him a gift. Because, as he says, this isn't a gift to him, it's now an obligation for him to return the favor, although Penny tries to say that he doesn't need to. Now, Penny should have known better a little bit here. If you go back to Season 1, Episode 16, The Peanut Reaction, Sheldon described his theory on gift giving. He said he doesn't like it because it's just a back and forth giving of an equal monetary value until somebody eventually dies and the other person is left maybe $50 richer. And it's not until Howard tells Penny to tell Sheldon that it's a non-optional social convention that he agrees to get Leonard a gift. So Penny should remember this because that's what Sheldon feels here. He feels that this gives him an obligation to get her a gift of equal value and thought to the gift that she's giving him. Now, Penny's still new to Sheldon and learning his ways, but she is gaining some experience, and she tries to take it back and says, never mind, I'm not getting you a gift, but Sheldon says, I see that Yelp sticker that says it's to Sheldon, and so it's locked in. Howard and Raj think it's pretty funny when this is happening to someone else, Sheldon's torment, until Sheldon notes that he's going to need someone to take him to the mall, and they realize that they are now being pulled into the situation. Next we see Dave helping Leonard up the stairs. Leonard had tried to ride his motorcycle, but couldn't get it started, and it fell over on his leg, and so Dave is helping him up. They bump into Penny along the way, and Penny also begins to help them all the rest of the way up the stairs. Dave immediately starts flirting with Penny, and when they get to the top, they decide to go on a date together and go to leave. Now, Dave does ask Leonard if there's anything going on between him and Penny, to which Leonard says no, his lady is science, and then Dave and Penny leave. Leonard is frustrated, leans against the door and knocks, and Sheldon opens the door, and Leonard falls over into the apartment, confusing Sheldon, who just says, did you forget your key? Now, this episode is kind of the first step in moving back into the whole Leonard and Penny storyline. They've been kind of on a break with that, just moving forward, and we do note that Stephanie, and Leonard's girlfriend from the previous episode, is gone with no explanation. They're not dating anymore at this point. So next we do see Sheldon go to the mall to look for a gift for Penny. They're at a store similar to a Bath & Body Works, something that sells soaps and perfumes and things of that nature. Sheldon's trying to figure out what would be a good gift, and Howard and Raj just want to leave, so they give him a gift basket, say this is perfect. Sheldon wants to know which gift basket he should get, and they say this one, the small one. Sheldon doesn't think there's enough data to support that, so he asks the salesperson for help, but ends up just making her uncomfortable. As this was going on at the university cafeteria, Leonard bumps into Dave and Penny having lunch. Penny knows that this is a fun place, and Leonard said, yeah, he's been trying to invite her there for over a year and a half. Leonard asks Dave if he wants to get back to their experiment, and Dave says no, he's going to take the afternoon off and take Penny for an experiment of their own, and they head out, leaving Leonard standing by himself. And he says his leg's killing him, thanks for asking, which they did not. Leonard's back at his apartment, moping on the couch, and Sheldon, Raj, and Howard come in carrying a variety of size gift baskets. And from this, we get Sheldon's plan, which is why we get the title of this episode, the Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. Sheldon has said he has bought a variety of sizes of gift basket. He's going to wait and see what Penny's gift is, look up its value, and then give Penny the appropriate basket and return the others for a full refund. Something I note in this scene is that Leonard was laying on the couch, his feet were on Sheldon's spot, and Sheldon did not say a word about that when he came in. He sat on the arm of the couch and told Leonard his satisfying plan, but not once did he mention the fact that Leonard was partially in his spot. We see Penny in her apartment. She's pouring some alcohol into a bottle of eggnog, and then we see Leonard come in. He's a little frustrated, and he tells her he wants to know why she's with Dave Underhill instead of him. He said one of the reasons she said they shouldn't date before is that he's so much smarter than her, but then he noted that Dave Underhill is way smarter than him. Penny gets upset because Leonard is yelling, but then she says he's not smarter than him, he's an idiot because he had naked pictures of his wife on his phone at the same time that he was trying to take naked pictures of his girlfriend, revealing that Dave Underhill was using Penny to cheat on his wife. Leonard focuses in on the wrong part of that story at first, and Penny gets upset, and then she asks him if he's so happy with the way their relationship is, why is he so jealous of the Dave Underhill situation? To which Leonard diverts the attention back to Dave being a bad married cheater. Penny says, "Good save, genius," and then offers him a drink of her eggnog. Leonard says he can't drink it because he's lactose intolerant, but she says it's just rum. It stopped being eggnog a half hour ago. And they end this scene by sitting on the couch together, and Leonard again says, "Thanks for asking about his leg. It's killing him," for the third time in this episode. Next, it's Christmas Day, and Penny comes over to say Merry Christmas, and she asks Leonard how his leg is, and Leonard says, "Very good, thanks for asking," finally getting the recognition he was looking for. Penny's come over to give them their gifts, and it is notable that she has changed one of the gifts. Earlier, when she brought the gifts over, she had one red box and one green box. The red box is for Sheldon, so we can infer that the green box had been for Leonard, so we know she swapped Leonard's gift out after the events of this episode, and it makes me wonder what the original gift for Leonard was. Penny gives Sheldon his gift first, and Sheldon feels prepared, noting that he may have to step away because he's been having some gastrointestinal distress, but we know that this is so that he can implement his plan and pick the proper gift to give Penny in return. Sheldon was in no way ever prepared for what the gift contained. It was a napkin from the Cheesecake Factory, but it was personally autographed by Leonard Nimoy, who played Mr. Spock on Star Trek, Sheldon's favorite character. And he's even more amazed to find out that Leonard Nimoy has wiped his mouth with it, so he now has the DNA of Leonard Nimoy, and he notes that he could, with a healthy ovum, grow his own Leonard Nimoy, to which Penny notes that he's only getting the napkin. Sheldon runs out of the room to get Penny her gift, and at this point, Leonard and Penny exchange their gifts. Penny had swapped out her original gift for an envelope, and she gives it to Leonard, and it was a gift certificate for motorcycle lessons. To which she notes the first lesson is not letting the bike fall over on you. And Leonard has a little bit of a gag gift of his own. He gives Penny a gift that is 101 science experiments for kids, because when she was with Dave earlier, she noted how much she's into science. Sheldon comes back and gives Penny each and every gift basket that he had purchased, because the gift she gave him is worth immense value. And Penny asks what he's doing, and he says, I know it's not enough, and then he gives Penny another gift, which is a hug. It's a very awkward, strange hug, but Penny enjoys it and notes to Leonard that Sheldon's hugging her, and Leonard says it's a Saturnalia miracle. And this is how we end Season 2, Episode 11, The Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. So this episode had a lot to offer. I like continuity, so I like the fact that we have Sheldon keeping his policies on gift giving. He noted in Season 1 he doesn't like gift giving, and he continues to note in Season 2 that he does not like gift giving. But also in the light of gift giving, I would like to know what happened to Stephanie Barnett and Leonard's relationship. Now, storyline-wise, it would seem that Stephanie had to be moved out of the way so that Leonard could move back towards Penny, which is ultimately where they're trying to go. But from one episode to the next, she's just gone with no explanation. But all in all, this is the right move because this is the first episode in a while that does advance the Leonard and Penny storyline. See that Leonard is without a doubt still interested in pursuing Penny, and we even get a hint that Penny is potentially still interested as well. And Penny even gives Leonard a kiss on the cheek in this episode. So however slowly, things are still moving and making progress in the Leonard-Penny department. This is a solid episode and a good first Christmas episode for the series, and I would score this episode at a 9 out of 10. If you like this episode, please let me know in the comments, and please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for my next video coming soon.